You'll see what we've just done. Like, so they're kind of shifting from the oi position, shifting your right arm across your body, over and around. Yeah, but like this is not the original. The original is this round this way. So you're blocking. This is coming. You're blocking, pulling down. This is coming down and over. You're wrapping. So you have this hitch feeling. Of course, the end position is exactly the same, but the course and the meaning, the feeling of it is very different. So, like black belts who like this kata, I recommend that you kind of study both. Like sometimes most of the time I'll do this because that's generally speaking how most people do it nowadays. But really, I like the original, and this kind of going forward and taking this way, suppressing and attacking as you drive forward. Ni, san, shi, and go, rook, shich, touch. I'm going to step back, hands on your hip. I'm going to step back. At no point does my fist leave the side of my body. My fist is touching my body for the entire course. I'm not doing this. What's that? So people go itch and then they're doing that fast. Just rather than okay, yeah mate, just relax. Okay, make kick it take. Make kick it take. Okay, and back. Touching. So like basically I'm rolling my thumb over my chest to the top of my shoulder. Just try that. Try to maintain contact with your fist right the way through that motion. Back, forward. Especially with IBF, you'll see an awful lot of this. And really what you're doing is you're punching, you're doing an uppercut, but it's your little finger that's taking the pressure. Yeah, because your little finger is leading. If you're going to do an uppercut, you've got to do it like this, yeah? So your front two knuckles are going to make the contact. But doing this, you're going to break your little finger, right? So that's what you're doing, and if you actually use this technique in reality, that's what's going to happen. You're going to injure yourself. So you have to make sure that elbow is viable right the way through that motion, right the way through that range. You have to make sure your elbow is viable. Pull back to handy, Sam. Okay, direct, chest open, close, she. Go, look. This goes over the top. Okay, then same again, shit, hats, go. Okay, so this is just like you put your palm onto your your funny bone, which is here. Like we often reinforce this area, Morotsuke for example, this one the same. So we're putting our palm of our hand where your funny bone elbow is, right? And then you're going over this feeling, back, same. So the idea, like originally, this used to be the opposite way. So you're blocking, striking, this way. And then it kind of changed to this, and there's a circular feeling to it, and now it's come quite straight. But still there is a circular nature to the movement. Yeah, it's not straight. Over and in. So you're this way. Understand? If I asked you to block stop, it's exactly the same. Whether you're blocking this way or blocking this way, it's the same feeling. This position and like this position are identical, yeah? So have that, if your foot was facing that way, and like that's the shooter you'd make, just reinforce that. And the course is the same. So, this thing. Not reaching. Prepare, execute. Don't. Yes? Don't feel the need to come all the way up, to come all the way down. All you have to do is just make sure that you'll get your hips around. How much do you have to shift that back leg to get your hips showman from here. Then in case that might be different for everybody. Some people, you might have to come all the way up because your hips are stiff. Some people are a little bit more flexible, they have to do it less movement. Understand? But all you have to do is make sure that your body and hand comes to the showman, that you can block and pull. Inches out. You can pull back, or you can drive in, or you can do both. Either. Well, you've got to do both at the same time. You can do one, do it multiple times. So I advise that, like sometimes, have that pull. Sometimes have that drive. Drive, pull, go for it. Or pull, go for it. Yeah? Like there's two different feelings, two different kind of ways of doing it. Like what I'd say is, like when you're practicing kata, there's some wiggle room of the timing, of the kind of like the performance of it. Then explore those possibilities. Don't just be set. Especially when you're something like this, where you're doing it repeatedly. Maybe half the time do it one way, half the time do it the other way. Just don't be doing it the same way every single time. Yeah? So you're here. Then really inner thigh muscle squeeze. This is very much like, so what I really want you to do is like sink down, keep down, and just your hands up and get that inner thigh muscle squeeze. Then you're going to use your leg to push and your hips to pull as you land in this block. This is Gidan Haishunke. So your thumb should really be in. I mean, like it's not wrong. There's quite a lot of people who will do it like this and send the blocking kind of like it's a really right, but really in a protective level and a kind of like better level. This one is normal stop. This one is high top. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you'll see lots of people like this, do like this. But for me, this is correct. Yeah. Okay. Then you're stepping over, and again, your knee is coming up. You kind of sink down, knee up, hands forward. So knee up, sink down, hands forward. So you're going you're going three different directions. Hands are going out, knees going up, body's going down. Whereas a lot of people just come up. Yeah, so you've got to kind of micromanage your body like that. So hands out, knee up, body down, or body keep down. So there's hitch, knee feeling. And then hip, whip. Your hands coming up, block. You're going to whip your hips to do that. This way. Then exactly the same. Look forward, hands out, knee up, is pull, pull.
What's the application? Will when the leg goes up and the body goes down?
Well, like if so, like this is easy. Like someone attacks and you're just like pulling. Oh, this is the easiest application. If Oizuki, this feeling of pull is this part. And then if you're pulling, and someone else attacking this thing. So that's why you've got to kind of keep control of your centre, because really you're controlling someone else's centre. Like this block where you're anchoring on and taking someone down is really, I'm putting my centre onto him. So what I would say about this is you'll get a lot of people who are doing this in 2 counts. You, as best as possible, drive, rotation, driving in. Like you're still, like soften your elbows, so this is kind of coming round, and you're making good stop, rather than some nukte. You don't want to straighten this, you want this to be round, but you really want this to be 1 count, rather than this itch, knee feel. The preparation is vital, yeah? Your legs prepared, your hands prepared, and then they both come up and out at the same time. Up and out, punch. Okay, say prepare. Then same time, up and out, punch. And so as you land, that's when the punch is out. Don't get your timing wrong. Okay? You're 1, 2, 3. Covering maybe right hand shoulder, left hand shoulder. 4, 5. Coming up. Then from here, you're going to drive in Kostach. Ta! Kostach. Before turning. Making that move. Okay? So, from this point, like normal, don't make any strange fingers, like it's different. But you go from this point, and you're gonna feel like you're putting your body into that hand. Your hand's here, and you feel like your body's going in and then sending it out, and then it recovers. This thing, yeah. So from this point, body into your hand and ta! And there's a little bit of give. Don't be doing anything over here. Don't be turning your fists as if you're trying to punch like classic application for this. If someone grabs hold of you and you're kind of like hitting them in the kidneys or doing this, like, yeah, that would never work, obviously. So just have this sense, Christian punches, and you're blocking, hitting. Oh. This is basically the cage. You'll see this all the time. From Kankudai, making the cage, covering. Like you don't know what's coming, but you know something's coming. So you cover. And then reacting to it. He comes in, I don't know what's covering. I'm covering, grabbing. Oh. Oh. This fin. Oh, this fin. So this is 1, 2, 3. Oh, hitting. Oh, hitting. Oh, hitting. Cover. This fin. This fin. Do you understand? Gojushiho-sho. Sho. Okay. Ni. Sa.